It's been several years since we've had this deep of snow. I can't remember the last time. You can see how deep it is on my feet here. It's been a while. I would put it back probably at least, I don't know, probably 20 years ago since we've had this deep of snow. This is pretty substantial. But it sure changed the landscape. It looks completely different around here. It's very beautiful. All the trees are pretty. It's really nice. It's a lot of work walking through all this. But you can see this beautiful, beautiful snow. It's just so pretty. Well, we received a lot of snow here in Arkansas. This is for us. This is just quite a bit of snow, so you can kind of get an idea how much we've had here. Our little state gets that kind of snow. It kind of shuts us down. We're just not used to it, but you know, it's pleasant. It's just been beautiful. We were watching this morning as we were getting around and seen a coyote run out here by the barns and looked around. He was out trying to find him something to eat. He was looking at some of the mulch piles, and you can see all the little red birds and everything's going on. It's just so pretty this morning. But anyway, I thought I'd share it with you today. Just kind of let you see what we've got going on here in Arkansas, here on lil'o'farm. Everybody's being lazy here today, so we don't have to take care of a lot of animals here, so you know, we're not pressed to do a whole lot today. That makes it kind of nice. I wanted to tell you about my little 170. I got a Stihl 170. I had to buy 2 lawnmowers, a saw, and a weed eater, and I gave the weed eater to one of my neighbors. But I worked hard on that 170 and I got it running pretty good. It kept wanting to flood real bad. It just kept flooding and flooding, and I soaked the carburetor down, kept working with it. Finally, I've got the thing that runs really, really well, and I'm very pleased with it. It's a very lightweight saw. Runs real good as you can hear it. Opened up the muffler a little bit, put a few more holes in it so it would breathe really well, and bent it up a little bit so it would breathe well. And boy, that little saw gets with it now. I'm very pleased with it. Glad to have it. Alright, I got my Stihl 026. That's a pretty special saw to me. I've not owned it all its life, but my son and my wonderful daughter-in-law gave that to me. My son, he done some work on it, opened up the muffler, got it to where it's breathing real well. I've had a little bit of trouble with it. It doesn't like to start well. I don't know why. So if you folks know why, you know that these are known for not starting well, you might let me know. But my question is do I have it running too lean? I've got it tuned up. It's doing a wonderful job. I know you can't tell, but it'll go through that wood just fine. I mean, it's having zero trouble. I do want you to notice when I first hit the trigger, sometimes the throttle, it'll kind of dog down just a smidge. Hardly even noticeable, but it is there. And I just don't know if I've got it tuned quite right. I think it's close. And I know you can't tell here, but I'm getting in that wood hard and heavy. I've got dogs on there, and I'm putting the saw through it. But as it runs here and you listen to it, you'll notice a few times I really throttled it way high so you can hear it spin. It really gets with it. But if you think I'm running it a little too lean, you might just let me know in the comments, and mean, if I'm possibly screwing it up, I don't want to mess it up. It's a very nice salt. But it really runs good. Just watch it work here for a while, and you'll hear a few things I was telling you about, a dog being down just a little bit, hit the throttle and not respond. It responds pretty quick, but it's just dogs for a little bit. But it solves very well. I mean, there's the wood, no trouble. And you can see I'm burying the dogs in it pretty good when I'm cutting it. I'm not being slow with it. I guess I could idle it down just a little bit. It's just at the point where the chain is, barely, sometimes it moves just a little bit, most of the time it stops, but I guess I could idle it down just a little bit. The logs I'm going through are pretty good size. They're probably 20 inches. Maybe not that big. Probably, realistically, probably about 16 inches across. It's not full bar. The bar is 20 inches, but it's pretty good size wood where I'm at right now. I mean, you can see the trunk back there where I cut it. You can see it's a fairly decent sized trunk. So you can see the wood that I'm going through is not small in this area. The fuel that I'm using is right now is Royal Purple, and I'm running at 40 to 1. I've been trying some different oils, and you can hear it's just running very clean, very smooth, really smooth. I've also used VP. I like it real well also. Of course, I like Amsoil's, their Sabre. I think it's called Sabre. I like their oil as well, but I've been trying to find ones that I like. So far, I'm very happy with VP, and I'm very happy with Royal Purple. I'm going to give Lucas and several other ones a try and see what I like best. But right now, these are doing exceptionally well. I've been watching people talk about the Stihl oil, and I don't like the Ultra. I'm kind of with them on it. I never really have liked it. I've used it a whole lot because when I would talk to Stihl dealers, of course, they're trying to sell you that product. But as time went on, I never really liked it that much, and I noticed that with that oil, it just doesn't run as good. So I just don't like it. You can hear that 26 getting with it. I mean, it's running very good. You can hear it. And just tell me what you think about it. Tell me if you think I need to do something else with the saw, the 026. Let me know what you think. kind of idles down slow, and it also throttles up just a little bit sluggish right in the beginning. You can hear it if you just pay attention there. I really don't know what to do to get rid of that. I don't know what to do exactly. We have a young man in our community that quite a bit younger than me. He's real strong, and he was showing off the other day splitting wood. And I told him that I thought I could outsplit him. So here I am. I'm going to show him that I can outsplit him. He was real strong doing it by hand, and we old guys are smarter than that. We don't do it by hand anymore. So, but I had a good time, razzing him a little bit. So. I'm going to send him part of this video so he can see that, we can split wood too, old guys can. So. I bought this splitter last year from Atwood's here in Arkansas. Actually, I got another one from them, and I had nothing but trouble with it. I mean, it gave me a lot of trouble. They had the hoses hooked up backwards, and I don't know, there was some O-rings missing, shooting oil every which direction. Took it back, and by the time I got back with it, it flooded out the whole cylinder with fuel. And I just told them, I said, guys, I can't take this unit. There's just too many problems with it. I'm not feeling good about it. I said, I'll just switch it out with another unit that they have here. And they were hesitant to do that, but they finally agreed with me that it was best, because the very day I bought the other one, I had trouble with it. It wouldn't work. But this unit here has been doing fantastic. I've not been having any problems with it. Last season, I didn't change the fluid in it, but I did change the filter in it. This season, I'm going to kind of watch it and may change the filter again after this season. And then following season, I may go ahead and empty it out and change the fluid in it. But that little Honda engine is running great. It's doing great. Splitting well. It's not like the professionals, but I mean, it's got plenty of power. I've not found anything that would not split yet. I've had some old knotted wood up that was pecan wood that was all knotted up, and it just still the biggest, the baddest stuff. And right now you can notice here, I'm not running full throttle. I mean, it's running at a decent speed, but not real hard and heavy. It's doing a great job. So I would recommend it. I don't know if you've ever split pecan wood when it's green, but it's, if you've done it with an axe, it'll absolutely kill you. I mean, the axe will just bounce off of it, and it's very hard to split. If you notice the splitter, this is pretty green stuff here. It's just, going through it, no problem. It's not even hesitating, I'm right through it. So, I'm telling you what, there's an easier way of doing things, and this is one of them right here, and I'm very feel grateful to have it. But it's called a Black Diamond, is the name of it. It's a good product. It does really well. Good job. day goes on, this whole area gets just muddy and sloppy, and I'm slipping and sliding. By the end of the day, I've got about a rick of wood done, and I've had enough of it being that muddy mess. It just gets worse and worse as the day goes on. And having both hips replaced, I'm always hesitant and always afraid that I might slip and get everything out of whack. So I really try to pay attention. I don't know if you noticed, but none of my neighbors are outside doing anything. You can see they just don't like being out in that nasty. That's the bad thing about when it gets snow. It's always afterwards. It's always a mess. And there's nobody outside. But I'm totally enjoying myself. This is the kind of stuff I enjoy. I like to be outside. I enjoy it a lot. Keep my thoughts to myself and sit there and just go on with life. It's just makes for a good day. If you notice here, that's a very knotted up wood. So what I have found it works best with the splitters to do it, kind of chisel on it, kind of work it to the knot. Instead of going right into the knot and trying to bust it all apart, I try to kind of chisel away and break it down a little bit at a time. It seems to work best. Like I say, pecan is real bad about splintering, and it's hard to work with, especially when it's green like this is. But I have found though that on those knots, just work toward the knot instead of against the knot in the beginning. It seems to work best for me. Okay, if you notice there, it just kind of splintered all up. Those knots are really difficult to work with, but if you're just patient, you still make a pretty piece of wood out of it. One thing I really like about this splitter is it's got that auto return. That just really makes it nice. I don't always let it always go all the way back because I'm moving right along, but when I'm picking up wood and coming back through the splitter, it seems to, it goes back into its position and ready for the next split. So I really like that. It's a good feature. You can see this one's got a lot of knots in it. You can see I'm trying to get it broke apart and start working with it. Man, it's a lot of work. stage pump. You can hear it when it goes into that second stage. It'll slow down, and then it just reinforces itself and starts pushing even harder. So I think it just does it at a slower speed. That's the second stage it goes into. Like I say, I've never had anything that I've not been able to split. You can hear that I'm not running full throttle either. Again, this stuff is just not that mean. It's not that difficult to split, so I just felt like I didn't need to run at full speed. It's doing a great job. Well, this thing's going a little bit long, so I think I'm going to go ahead and edit it here and shut it down. It's running a little long. You know, I enjoy watching people work, so I watch a lot of this stuff. I know a lot of people, enjoy it as well, but we don't want to bore you to death. But that machine's doing well, I'm doing well, everybody's doing good. Beautiful day, warmer day. Like I say, as the day went on, it just got to be a mess. Anyway, my daughter-in-law always tells me to ask people to like and subscribe. So if you've enjoyed it, leave a few comments, like and subscribe. And then if you don't mind, if you know what, if you think I'm doing a good job with that 026 Stihl, let me know. I'm pleased with it. I like what it's doing as far as how it operates. But just let me know what you think about that in the comments. I sure don't want to hurt it. Folks, I appreciate you. It's been about a 30 minute video. I hope you stayed full term. God bless you, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.